Hello, welcome to another video of mine. This is been a long time coming. This was a project of mine, which was an eco kind of Tele, as you can tell. Lovely kind of natural ash burl on the front. I believe it was Fazley. I had it for Christmas from the missus, and I went about tweaking and modding, upgrading it. Put some Wilkinson tuners in, a new graphite nut, some proper string rollers in. Went about doing the whole abalone fret markers, because it's one of my favourite things to do. Bit tricky with the frets already installed, so it's some very kind of gentle sanding and leveling in between. Again, abalone on the knobs because it just looks pretty. What I also did is I experimented with kind of acid etching on the bridge. So what I've done is created two kind of swirl effects. Hopefully they'll come out on the bridge and the control plate, which was essentially done doing the saltwater 9-volt battery technique. And then I also wound my very first pickup, which I tried the etching technique on as well to get the BNT, which pretty much fits in line with the string. So happy accident that front. In terms of wiring, I managed to connect these out to two pickups so they can run in parallel or series, and this is done by tweaking the knob from 10 to 9. And doing that, it gives a lot of varieties of sound, of which I will now run through. Really must make a habit of pressing record before I do anything. So this is the Tele. I'm going to briefly run through some tones. I'm going to start with the bridge, tone at 10 and drop down to 9. Move through to the middle, then the neck. Clean, running with the micropoop on a JC clean setting because I've not actually done any recording with it. I want to see what it sounds like. And then also run through the Licato WS50 wireless system, which I find fine for me. House use, friends, jamming, such like that. When you get to high gain, it adds this kind of weird distorted reverb fade at the end of it, which doesn't bother me so much, but I suppose if you were being a bit more serious or in some kind of recording environment, it would probably get quite annoying. So this is bridge with the tone at 10, so it's quite rounded. Go to the middle, and this time at 10 it's a bit quieter and louder at 9, so quieter. It's the neck on the sit, it's actually this one here is the one I wound. Quite chuffed with it for the first time round, and also it almost matches the same output as the one that came with it, 4.52 roughly, but I believe these are a 2 and this is an A5. So check it up to the stack. Let me just check whether the right one. Nope, here's the classic stack. Bridge on 10. go straight to the neck because they're not too different really. So 10. And I'm going to go up to extreme just to kind of give it some oomph. So neck on 10. Again, and it still stays pretty clear. So if we rack it up into the neck now, 10. So kind of parallel because it doesn't have any hum. The cavity was all shielded. I even did a shield around the bridge pickup, leaving an open sound on the inside. So leaving an open section to allow it through. Seems to work. Doesn't hum at all, as you can hear. I'm at 6 now on the dial. I'm not going to play anything, it'll be ridiculously loud, but yeah. There's a slight huzz. I can say huzz because it's like a fuzzy hiss from the wireless system, but still, like I said, that's fine for my purposes. Well, that was a brief overview. I don't want to go on too long on these videos because I myself have the attention span of a gnat, so I can only assume other people are the same. The only thing I failed to mention is I rounded off the fretboard a bit and just kind of had a play around with a kind of stain, give it a kind of tobacco burst kind of effect along the back, which is then sanded to kind of a sheen, so it's nice and smooth to play. But yeah, this is the latest one. I'm going to end up putting it up on Reverb or Marketplace at some point, send it off to a new home because I've got half a dozen other things that need to get done. Thank you.